Let's go.
Let's go.
Drummer boy, you drumming today for us?
Who's that? This is Bolu Atife himself on the beat.
And this is Oluwase with the cap, with the filler.
That's what we doing. What we doing today? What we doing today? You know what? It's raining outside, but we're inside. And you know, you got to think about how sometimes in some other people's lives things might not be going so well, but you need to be grateful for what's going well in yours.
Fact.
Because like, you know, you've been in that situation before, right? So like,
it rained on you too. It might have rained on you.
Everybody, Burna Boy say everybody go chop breakfast.
Last. The different times might be different, but at the end of the day, we all have breakfast. So
you know
what we're talking about today. What's our topic?
Guess what we have to talk about today, guys? This is SUAVE. What episode are we on?
Sixth. It's the sixth one.
This is the sixth episode. Wow.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, six. I think six.
Well,
yeah, I tried. That's my little Spanish right there.
That's for Spanish right there. All right, guys, we're gonna be talking about how hard times make you bitter or better.
It's a choice, so it's like bitter or better. Choose one.
Guess what?
Choose wisely.
Somebody in our subscribers list told us that we only had one mic, and if they see us pass the mic again,
this ain't even go subscribe.
But guess what?
Right.
Guys, we don't upgrade.
Facts.
New levels, new devils.
Facts.
What do we say? Like,
it's a new day, man.
you know, thank God for upgrades and new
Sure,
things. 2024, bro. It's a new year.
Yeah, update that shit, man. That
You know?
old, out with the old, in with the new, my G.
You know, and that's like, it ties into the topic. Hard times make you bitter or better, and we took that like as constructive criticism.
Fact.
And we used it to better our, like, I feel like this is a better setup. You guys let us know in the comments if you
Yeah,
think
sure. Like, how do you like it now? Because we're looking
I feel like the quality's a lot better.
we're looking comfortable. We're looking like nobody has to like.
If you see this feel like we are looking for
Thank
an
you,
African
brother.
prince right here. You guys
Thank
don't
you.
even know.
Thank you,
I
brother.
was just getting some wisdom from back home. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, just taking all the props from like my dad, my mom. I thank them for bringing me to this hurt, you know. So yeah, I think the
gotta
topic
give them
actually just reminds me of like going through the hard things. Like I realized like
Okay.
as little as like 10, 11, I was already used to like the 9 to 5 work ethic. Like
Okay.
waking up to go to school
Yeah.
like at 7:30 in the morning. And then
7:30
in the morning,
Wow.
yeah. You got
At like high school.
yeah.
I feel like most high schools nowadays wouldn't have such discipline.
Fact. But we wake up, you gotta be in school 7:30, and then we leave by 5, and then there's the extra lessons. So it's like I just clocked in my head like I've been working 12 hours since I can remember myself.
Wow. So like you just got used to it.
So now that when I'm trying to like the corporate America, I'm like, this is a walk in the park because I've been working 9 to 5. Like I would obviously when I was younger, I was beating myself. I was like, yo, why do I gotta go to school? You know, why do I gotta do all this? But now it's making sense because I went through the hard times.
Yeah.
The work ethic, it's you can never take it away now because it's already there.
And it's like, and that's part of you now forever.
Fact.
And you know, that's like, it's kind of like what we talked about in the last episode again. It's like, you know, in your life, you have everything, like the full capacity within you to go to wherever you desire to go. Because desire is something that's like inherent, like it's within you. It's something that should be like an artist desires to paint and they put something out there. You know, you work and you put it, like it takes time, it's strenuous, like your arm might get numb, you take breaks, you know. But then those hard times, the amount of effort that you put into that, the more effort you put, the more beautiful the end result, the outcome,
the painting,
the goal,
yeah.
You know. And like time especially is like an essential. What do you think about time?
Yo,
And
time
like
eats
hard
holes,
times,
man.
bro.
Time eats holes, man. Like,
Because like when you like, especially in hard times, the time might seem so long that like you might not see the end goal, and if you give up faith.
So you're trying to say like our times might seem the longest.
Yeah, especially when you're in, because somebody from the outside looking in will like see the solution to your problem so clearly, and you be like, shut up, that's not true. Like
Fact.
it can't be that simple.
Easy. It can't be that easy.
And it really is when you think about it, because you already know.
Fact.
Right?
Fact.
That's why it like touches you somehow, I feel like.
It does. I think I also like got inspiration from like the Chinese culture about acupuncture. Like they got to like put needle into your body.
There was
The
like
pain, like the
pressure points or something, acupuncture points.
Yeah, so I'm like, now when you get out of that session, you don't remain the old self.
Ooh, what?
You don't.
Have you seen like?
I haven't
Before and
experienced. No, I haven't experienced it, but I'm just like I'm mentally thinking about it because usually I'm that kind of person. Like before I do anything, like I I try to imagine myself in the situation, right? But I see the whole process, like how you gotta like the focus, the pain points. They touch it first. You have to touch your pain point. Like you have to like, you can't stay in your comfort zone. Living outside your comfort zone is life. Like you gotta exist out of your comfort zone because you're not gonna get anything done in your comfort zone. So anything outside of fear of your comfort zone is living.
Wow,
that's you living. But you sticking to the box, doing the same thing. I mean, yeah, it's simple and easy to keep to those routines, but then if you want to be a better self, if you want to be your
like
better
the
self,
best version of yourself,
if you want to be the best version of yourself, then you got to break out of your shell.
There was something you just said now that really like touched me somehow, because like it was like you said that you envisioned yourself in that scenario before you like would have possibly seen yourself being there. Right. And I feel like that's a very good like point about envisioning your goals before you attain them. Fact. And like visualization, right?
Fact. Visualization. Word. That's the big word right there.
Yo, is that like linked into manifestation or something?
It is.
We have like energy here too and law of attraction.
It is. I didn't even look at it's like
that's gonna like we're gonna tie it into law of attraction. But what do you think about it?
Yeah, because you got to actually, I think we back on like the last episode about we're talking about like you got to see yourself in some side of situations. If you don't see yourself in those situations, they're not gonna magically appear for you.
Okay. Well, do you think that ties into like seeing yourself coming out of hard times when you're in it?
Sure.
Like seeing the silver lining, even though like the best part of it,
finish. Yeah, it's like in the midst of all of these struggles, this hard time, it looks the hardest. Like your body's in pain, but you imagine yourself in a better place, in a place of oasis where you're comfortable, when you're doing it stress free. You're happy, you're excited about the result. Like, you know how like a sprinter wouldn't think about all of the
like
trainings.
the people behind him.
Yeah.
Or like
or even it would look at the finish line because it's like, that's the goal.
Wow.
That's the goal. So it's like, you gotta just forget all of those training sessions. Like those are your hard times. Those are
you have to have confidence. Those are the hard times build your self-confidence.
They make you better. Like, that's why we said it either makes you bitter.
Bitter.
In the moment it makes you bitter because you're like, I shouldn't be doing it. Like you're crying, your body's in pain. But the end result is the better part. So it's like be patient with your process.
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like when we put ourselves into like tough situations in a form of self-discipline, like controlled hard times, that's like going to the gym and succumbing yourself to like hard situation or intensive situation that will like build your muscles up over time, or just your mental strength. Right. Like controlled situations of hard times or controlled danger. What do you think about that? Like pushing you forward, or like building like mental resilience to like other like possible outside factors of life like that could come in and like affect you. Yeah, fair. Yeah, because it's all mental first. So if you can break out of that mental space, then you're able to move freely in the like physical world. Yeah. Because you've already like broken out of your head. Like so many people are stuck in their head. Of your head. Yeah. So many people are stuck in their head. Like you need to get out of that. That's also we talking about getting out of your comfort zone. Like get out. Right? Yeah. Get out of like. Or what do you think about being comfortable in and out of your head? Like you should be able to. I think I read this in like what's his name? It was this philosopher by the name of Marcus Aurelius.
So you've been reading a lot.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot
that's
more
good.
recently.
That's good.
Taking notes. Jota, that app really helped.
Yeah.
You know, and like he said that you should live your life as though if anybody were to ask you what were you thinking of, like what's on your mind in this moment, that you'd be able to tell them without hesitation. True. And like that's like the inward and outward, like having inward beauty that shines outward. Fact. Just because like it's inside you, you can't just help but like shine, you know. And it's like a star set on the hill cannot be hidden, or a light set on the hill cannot be hidden.
A city set on the hill can never be hidden.
Beautiful. And
it's from like it becomes instinctive. Like you start, I feel like it's also taking more responsibility as well. So like as you move on in life, you get comfortable with being stressed. So you don't like you're doing.
And stressful situations don't stress you out. It just seems like normal.
Exactly, because you already
been through it. So calm yourself, like you put yourself under controlled situations to help you deal with stress. Right.
To help you movement, to help you navigate better in life. So it's just like I get it, and sometimes like taking too much, but then you what you take out of taking too much is now you know how to handle things better. Now you know how to handle things. Now you can You can put it in. You can mini tasks. You can put it into smaller groups, smaller sessions, or smaller smaller components.
Like
That's
segments.
what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Smaller component. If you put it into smaller components, you can take it on as they come.
Step by step, right? That makes so much sense. What do you think about the law of attraction? How do you get things to come to you without, or like what people make it seem like it's like you don't do anything almost, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. It feels
That's like what's portrayed.
I mean, it's a law. It's a natural
law,
one.
right?
Yeah, I think it's a natural one.
Okay, what do you know about it? I know you lost it. Like you graduated. This is a whole law holding degree. Listen,
Thank
law
you.
degree holder here.
It's an attorney. I'm
an attorney. Oh, don't let me mess up your title.
But it's fine. I think the law of attraction is just based on attract. Like it's a magnet. It's kind of like you attract what you are. So it's
different versions of yourself or something.
So as a phrase, sometimes it doesn't mean like, oh, this is sometimes if you stay, okay, let me stick to like a situation, like a relationship.
Okay.
The person you're with right now might not be the person you might be with in the next 5 years. But at that point of your life, that is what you gravitated towards,
for a specific
for
reason,
that period.
to learn a lesson or something, right?
So when you move out now when you first of all, when you do better, you attract better.
Okay.
Those are foundational. Like, let me start with the general things. Do better, you attract better. So if you can do better, you meet more better people of yourself, and you're gonna align with people that you naturally are, because you're already something. So they're just gonna gravitate towards you. So the law of attraction first deals with you working yourself, and then your next version attract. That's what I say. Like, I don't want to like get all schooly with it, but I'm just trying to just take it as I see it. Is just the best version. You attract.
So you get what you put in. Like, what you put in is what you get out.
So don't be a lazy version of yourself. Don't be the resilient. Oh, I'm gonna take whatever the world throws at me. Come on.
You have to get what you want, right?
No,
Go and
like,
get it.
Go get it, man. Wake up, man. Go get our dream, man. Go get our. If it's $1 million you're chasing, chase it, man.
Because like you can have it if you can think about it and you can see it in your mind's eye. You can attain it. It's just in reach, not too far away.
Fact. I think I also want to ask like something with the law of attraction here.
Okay.
What would you say attracts you to the what attracts you? What are you when you look at a girl? What do you get attracted to?
For me,
what's the first thing first?
For me,
very
it's
instinctive. I know the Yoruba self will want to come out, but it's allowed.
Honestly, like I would just say, the old version of me would have said something like, "Oh, big yash,
fact,
Bobby."
Right.
Well, like nowadays, it's more of like, what do you have in your head?
Fact.
And aside, like before you get to see what's in somebody's head, it's like, well, how do they take care of themselves physically, right? And it's like, I think it's the eyes. There's something about like females' eyes for me. I like colored eyes, especially because like you can see a person's soul through their eyes, and like just what they've been through by the way they look at you, and like how long. It's a lot. I read the dictionary of body language, so it's a lot of like in a person's body language that could tell you about themselves, what they're thinking,
the non-verbal cues.
Yeah, and like it's like apparently, and I believe this now, 80% of language is nonverbal. And it's like 80% is a lot, and we talk only 20% rather.
Right, that's the other math.
80
for not. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think I'm also on the like we need to listen more.
Yeah, it's
like I think there's one animal that people actually like underestimate. Is the moth. The moth has a very
gentle
listening. Like a moth is average to other people, but then he has a very supernatural ability to pick up sounds, to listen.
Like
I feel they can hear decibels that humans, even they've not even built like other animals wouldn't catch. Like sounds, the moth, they can listen for hours.
Like on different spectrums.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like one of those animals that can be both in the king's palace and under a bridge. So it's like I see what you did there, bro. It's like and that's like perspective. It's just putting things into perspective. It's like you could just see yourself where you want to be in your head, like, and like make baby steps to achieve it.
Fact. Yeah, you know, it's the same thing we talk about putting into components, smaller components. Because
like
take it one,
things.
take it one step at a time, man. Take it one step at a time. Yeah, I think it's also back to like that old pain, man. Like just
pain.
Yeah.
There's beauty in pain. I feel like
it is.
Like light always comes from darkness. You know, when
Fact.
God said, "Let there be light,"
And there was light.
but then you originated from darkness. There was, and like whenever you set out to do something good, there's always disruption that comes that follows intention.
The troubles.
Disruption follows intention. Yeah. So hard times, like things will be put in your way to make sure that what you're looking to get, you're able to like handle it when you get it.
Fact.
Like what you're getting is meant for you. Like the obstacles there are meant to prepare you for what's yours. So when you get it, it's like when you train to get a sword, they don't just give you a sword. They give you like a stick first, and then they give you a wooden shaped sword, like in the olden times anyway. And then you upgrade, and then when you feel like you've earned your, like the same way with black belts and stripes, exactly, you earn your stripes. And like the same way with life, there's levels to this shit. And like when you new level, new devil, and fact. You have to get through the struggle to get to the next level, and don't expect the next level to be any easier. But then just know it's gonna be just as fun at the end of it.
Fact. And it's also gonna be, you're just gonna handle it the same way you've handled it past.
You know, like you're capable.
Yeah, you are. It's your track record has said that you would do it, so you're gonna do it.
I feel like people, like, you would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't believe that you could handle whatever life throws at you.
Fact.
Because like you're living proof that you've already handled everything.
Fact.
That life has thrown at you, right?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's on the right like vibe as I.
And
like
that's
to
how
say.
you should think, right? Mental
like,
space.
Yo, I like to also
SUAVE.
be on that. Cool, confident,
calm, collected.
Confident. I think I like that word, confident. Just talk.
You know, I say talking drum, guys. You guys need to
tell me about it. So, you know, the talking drum is usually like. It's a drum to actually like the drummers actually communicate with it. I think that's why it's called talking drum. You know,
it's actually
it's proverbial. They be drumming out proverbs, adages. People that can catch those sounds that
I actually used to watch them. I played talking drum in church before.
Oh, nice.
And like what I love about this instrument, to be honest, is just the fact that like it's so intricately woven from like different levels of animal skin or different parts of like animals.
Art. That's
and
art
it's like
right there.
It is art, but then it came from pain.
Fact.
And like something died to make this, you know.
Fact.
And it's like, yeah, it did, but like this can make so much more now, or like can provide such more of value. A service, you know,
because there's undergone
like a change. It's like transmutation of energy. Like everything is just like from one form to another. Nothing really like dies. If something dies, it becomes like used for something else. Like with the food you eat at home, a plant must have died for that to be happening.
Fact.
You know, the Christmas trees that you put in your houses and stuff, like it's been, and if you left that tree alone, it would have probably been a lot bigger later on and like provided more oxygen or been of some other type of use to you.
Right.
But then you had a purpose for it, and
Fact.
then it served the purpose that you made it serve, even though it went through some hard times, being cut out just to be beautiful somewhere else, you know?
That makes sense.
Because it wasn't shining where it was, so it had to.
It wasn't appreciated.
You had to be taken out of where it was to be elevated, you know?
Yeah, that's great. That's a good one right there. I really talking to him. I take it. So yeah, it's also like on just moving, like taking the world with that confidence that you can do it.
Yeah.
The pain, the hard times will come. Like hard times don't last. Only tougher people.
Tough times never last.
Okay.
Only tough people last.
You know.
So easy.
Yeah, hard times don't last. Like
I hope we're thinking about the same meme in my head. Like, I hope
we
are.
And then we're looking at each other like
I'm looking at you.
Spider-Man.
Hey, these niggas in my head, bro. Like the Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's my boy right there, J. Cole.
You know, bro. I love the way like he just like articulates himself in such a like he puts all this pain into his music and just makes it sound so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a hard taste right there. I really you really need to like just put your pain in the medium in a very. I think it's also channeling your pain in the right direction
to something productive. You can always make the best out of something negative.
Yeah,
no matter what it is.
We've been gaming there. I feel like hours I feel like we've done hours right now.
Because like so much game, $1 million worth of game in a minute.
And then we'll be all forming and it's just like 2 cents. It's our 2 cents. We're dropping our 2 cents.
No, man, this is $100 million. Like you should take this for
it, man.
For face value. You know, I really have nothing to gain from you guys yet. You know. So like take the game while it's free, you know? And it's like people in life, depending on how far you want to go, you know you're gonna leave people behind.
Fact.
So it's like, how willing are you to sacrifice for yourself? Because the better you are, like, you'd be a better friend to people if you were a better person to yourself.
Fact.
You know, you being the best version of yourself is enabling you to be better for other people, you know? And it's like, don't you want to be the best version of yourself for other people? I want. So people around you want to be the best version of themselves around,
right.
like, you know?
And it starts to attract, because the people around you are used to be.
They're going to change, right?
Because you move with this type of energy. I think I also caught up on what you just said about sacrifice. Okay. Yo, we all came from sacrifice, man.
Yeah.
Something had to give for you to come out.
Facts.
So don't waste it. Don't waste it. Like, there's so many people like waiting for you to fail, but you disappoint. You're like, surprise, I made it.
I came back.
You know, surprise, I made it. You know?
Like, people really like pray for your downfall. And it's like, it's not their fault. When people see a good thing and then, you know,
it's so easy to destroy something.
It's so easy. And it's so easy to discredit like something so beautiful at a point where it is, when you haven't seen where it came from. Like the seed, all those roses that you see weren't always roses, they were seeds. And you know,
let me ask you a trick question.
Okay.
It's legal though, so let me just take me back to my law school days.
Okay.
All right. So it's not even law school, it's like in the courts. So would you like to be on the defense side or the other side?
So I would rather not. I mean, I feel like I'm more strong-willed in persuasion. So I would rather.
You don't want to be in the defense team?
That's the thing. Defense team means that like you're already.
For prosecution.
Yes, when you're being persecuted, you're already at a loss. But like there's certain like evidences that have been provided to even warrant your arrest or being brought to court. And so
you haven't picked a side though.
Yeah, I haven't. I know. I'm trying to delegate yet. I'm still trying to like.
Alright, take a time.
But I would most likely pick, you know, the force, the powerhouse, like that's a pushing force. Yeah. What's it called? Okay.
Yeah, it's a prosecuting team.
The prosecuting team. Yeah.
So it could also be like, yeah. The hardest part to be at is the defense. Yeah. That's the easy part.
Defense.
The attack side, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Because it's like you're pushing somebody, like it's like
that's the easy part.
It's very easy to persuade somebody when there's already evidence on the table.
The hardest,
even though it's not true.
Yeah. The other side to be on is the defense.
Okay, tell me some things about like law school. You know,
I would. Oh, law school generally.
Some law, like some advice that you would give people to like take out of a courtroom, like you know.
I think it just made me realize that we all on two different aisles, different sides. Where do you stand? Okay, you can't always be on the fence. You always got to be on the side. I think that's one, and also it's my pops friend used to say something back in Nigeria. Okay. He said lawyers are masters of the world, like they are masters of the impossible. That's what he used to say. Masters of the impossible.
What do you think you meant by that?
I think now I'm deepening it, and to mean I can literally make a case go. It's literally
like the power is in your hands, right? Or somebody else's like safety and security. Like
it's literally like
I know what you mean.
I control this person's world.
Yeah, and like they're putting their hope, trust, life, dreams, future into your hands, and so much power, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know,
but it's also like a place of I'm grateful. I've handled it in the past.
Somebody's like trusting you that much. So
yeah. It's also like thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's also years of just building confidence. SUAVE.
Yeah, exactly. SUAVE. They just look at you and think this guy's just fresh. Who's this guy just walking outside with this fresh cap on his head? Who does he think he is?
I know,
he's looking like an African prince walking around.
He's an African prince.
So he used to kidnap him. He used to hide him from the women, man. Like too many.
But you fly too, bro. You fly, man. You on your music shit, bro. What's it called?
That little music, like y'all go check it out. Same username as the one that pops up on screen every time we give.
So what kind of genre of music do you do?
So I actually have a couple genres that I dabble in, R&B and like hip hop and like what's it called? Just like poetry almost.
So you call yourself a poet first before an artist?
I would say I'm an artist before a poet, but not an artist in the music sense. An artist in the painting a mental picture sense. you know.
There we go.
You know, and like that also
My
turns
boy.
into poetry.
Yeah.
Poetry.
There we go. There,
You
yo,
know.
we've I feel like
I
we've
think
just been
we've
going.
exhausted like
Yeah.
game time.
Yo, it's
We
about
need some
to.
halftime, quarter time.
Yeah. Yo, thank you all for actually like sticking with us. Like,
Yo, we've been running up some shit on the views for real. Like we really appreciate y'all. Like y'all been doing some great things.
Great
like
things.
we really appreciate y'all for appreciating us. Like drop a like, man. If you enjoyed
Subscribe.
it doesn't take anything.
Drop
like,
your comments,
free.
bro.
Tell us what you learned.
Thank you.
Tell us what you learned.
Peace out.
Peace out. I like it. I like it.
We just go. We don't do interview 1, interview 2, interview 3.